What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled The Wins and Losses Off of Camera. Social media has us posting our wins and where we try to put our best moments and our best foot forward. And to a degree, it's a facade because, excuse me, you're trying to make a first impression all the time. So you're trying to put your best foot forward. And sometimes people look at putting your best foot forward is contrived. But some of our biggest wins and losses are really offline, in real life. Like, we can share the great things that happen. We can share, living, quote unquote, I guess the stereotypical dream that everybody wants, or the American dream. But what we don't really share is the struggle that leads up to that. We don't share the valley. Nobody wants to be around in the valley, but I'm just saying, we don't share the down moments. We don't share when you're nervous. We don't share when you're scared. We don't share when you're insecure. We don't share when your beliefs may be shaken. We don't share when we may be hypocrites, right? And because we don't want the world to see that. We want the world to see us in our best light, which I understand. But there comes a point where, it's not all good all the time. And because it's not all good all the time, as my old football coach used to say, the eye in the sky don't lie. When you look at these people on camera, no matter what the message is, when you listen to them on camera, no matter what the message is, you can tell if it's genuine or not. You can tell if it's sincere or not. You can tell if it's coming from a good place or not. And a lot of us, we gravitate to the same feelings we have. We gravitate to a message because maybe we need that message to make us better, even if it's a lie. We wanted to hear it, even if the energy of it is all off. Even if the messenger is completely wrong, because your best wins and losses are offline. Times you thought you were a failure, you don't put that online, right? Times that you made a fool of yourself, you don't put that all online. Times that you put your foot in your mouth, that's not going to be put online, because that's not the image I want you to see of me. Because people take the negative parts of the image and exacerbate those. That's who you really are. And that's another problem, because you can overall be a great person, but people only remember the negative. Because if I remember your negative, 9 times out of 10 I could drag you down to my negative, because our negatives match. And if you're winning in life, that means our positives don't match. You at a level in life that I'm not, so I can't be happy like you're happy, because you're at where I want to be. You're doing what I want to do. And since I'm not doing it, I'll be damned if I'm going to enjoy you doing it. You making me feel bad about myself. Look at you on vacation. Look at you smiling and giggling and laughing, you mother. But that becomes, an issue, because, there are times, in my life where things don't go so well. There are times that I wanted things to go right and they went left. There are things that I put my best foot forward at and I got kicked in the head. But that's life. There were times I got knocked down and I got up. I got knocked down so many times I kept getting up, but I just didn't want to I didn't want to get knocked down again. It's like, come on, seriously, again? We're doing this again. Seriously. And sometimes taking it out on the wrong people, right? And the reason I say this is because of social media, we want to be accepted in ways that we haven't been accepted, by the people closest to us, because strangers can accept you faster than the people who are around you every day of your life. They don't know you. They don't know you when the camera's off. They don't know you when you're moody. They don't know you when you got it, when you acting out of pocket or you being extra. They don't know you then. They just know your pictures. They just know your posts. They don't know you when you're depressed. They don't know you when you're acting like a kid because you're just happy, for whatever reason. Maybe it'd be good, maybe it'd be bad, right? They don't know you when you're just on the couch eating gummy bears, kicking your feet up like this is the life, So it's different, because everybody wants to be a star. Everybody wants to be on. And what happens when the season is over? Like, what happens when the things in your real life aren't as exciting as the things on your online life? Because everybody's social media career comes to an end. It's going to peak and it's going to drop, right? So, and that's life. Like, everybody peaks and plateaus, and life goes in a different direction. So what happens to you? Like, seriously. Because are you going to only be remembered for the what you did online, or is your real life offline accomplishments, do they trump your online accomplishments? Because I know attention is a currency, but there are things, a lot of things take a whole lot more effort than turning this camera and this mic on and talking. I'm just being honest. But this is also a skill, right? But if you don't watch it, all of your successes and accomplishments will be on this mic and on this screen, and you just skip all of the things that go in between. And the things that go in between and before and after are probably much more important depending on your impact, because your impact is going to affect the people immediately close to you. If you're not doing right by the people in your circle offline, how can you do right by the people online? And the reason I say that is because sometimes success is just for show to eventually be successful. I want to inspire you to be successful while faking my success, and then more people will come to me and it'll make me successful. I faked it until I made it, and now I made it, and I'm telling you, you can fake it too. Well, what about the times that you actually made it for real? Why you can't put that on? What about the times that you actually failed for real? Shouldn't that be on the table? You know, because this is just online for the most part. Um, who are you when the camera's off? And do people see the you when the camera's off, or do they see the image that you present to the world when the camera's on? So which you is the real you? You know what I'm saying? So I'm done with this one. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.